Welcome back to the Fallout 76 story playthrough. In the last episode, we created an inoculation for the Scorch Plague in the form of a special flavor of Nuka-Cola. And we provided it to the raiders at Crater and to the settlers at Foundation. So the next things we can do are we can make our way towards Abby's bunker here, and there are some quest objectives we can hit along the way, minor quest objectives. But we could make our way towards Abby's bunker, which we have to go to the Free States bunker and learn more about how to fight the Scorched. Or we can go to Vault-Tec University, and hopefully that will lead us to something about the mystery in the mountains. And that sounds really intriguing, doesn't it? So why don't we head to Vault-Tec University and see what we can do to learn about the mystery in the mountains. Joining daily ops because a team just formed, so I'm going to join him. All right, let's go. These are invisible armor-piercing enemies, so VATS isn't going to work very well. It's really kind of stacked against my build, to be honest. We'll see how we do. They become visible once they attack you. Nope, I'm dead. So these guys, they ignore your armor value, your damage resistance, and energy resistance, but they don't ignore effects such as overeaters or assassins, which would work well for these guys because they're humans. Round two. Time to get to work on the next code carrier. Next code carrier. Try to pick off the right one without raising too much attention. Good work getting the code. Head over to another interceptor and shut it down. And the next interceptor done. Oh, there was a lot of them around that corner.
Oh, can I get you?
No, I'm just gonna respawn. Okay. Oh, I didn't know you were right behind me.
Oh.
There were like 3 of them right around that corner.
And yeah, I just jumped into death.
Last one. We've got 2.5 minutes.
Man.
Would really help if I could VATS him. He won't stay uncloaked. There we go. The last one should be right here. There we go. I thought we were doing poorly at first, but that was still pretty quick. I'm going to this events team that already exists.
Okay.
And heading to Fasnacht. Look at all these people standing around waving. That poor frog, all these people standing around waiting to shoot something, and then just one.
It didn't have a chance.
Uh-uh. And I just got a weapon that would have been good for you doing the medic's build. I just got a medic's shotgun.
Oh,
Oh no, it's a medic's combat rifle, actually. Do you want that?
sure. If I'm allowed to.
Yeah, trading between us is allowed.
Okay.
It's a medic's replenish AP with each kill.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Close the door.
Not that this is like a super valuable weapon, but
Cool though. Thanks.
well, you're going to be healing me with it, so.
Oh, so that'll work out, yeah.
Okay, with daily ops and Fasnacht out of the way, we've come back to Morgantown Station. We need to make our way through the city of Morgantown, which we haven't really entered yet. We've just been to the outskirts here at the airport. But we need to make our way to Vault-Tec University, so let's start moving into the city. Morgantown, West Virginia. Possible thumbnail. Discovered Morgantown. Oh, I just got the pop-up for that medic short combat rifle. Well, the quest marker says that entrance over there is the best entrance. I have no reason to doubt it. And we've got hostile robots right off the bat.
Commencing attack on hostile target. Identify yourself.
So talk to the overseer.
I know there's a restricted section of the university. You think the students never noticed who comes and goes?
It does not matter what you may have seen or heard before you graduated, overseer. That is not my concern. Oh, I see one of your residents has arrived. Come here.
He's got a little graduate's
We need to
cap on.
discuss this
He's a professor bot.
ridiculous request of yours. Secure. The overseer mentioned there would be more people coming.
Okay, Professor Bot. Are you in charge here?
I was programmed to run this university in the event of the dean's absence. He is absent, therefore I am running it.
Okay, can we get access to the restricted wing?
Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Vault-Tec University credentials.
She graduated from here. You're telling me she doesn't have credentials?
Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university, not former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me.
So what do we need to do? There's got to be a way we can gain access, right?
There is one thing I need. A new graduating class. Unfortunately, your overseer has already passed the final exam, but you could take it.
You mean the vault simulation? That's ridiculous. All the professors are gone. The vaults have already been assigned.
My programming dictates that this university's purpose is to produce graduates, and I intend to follow the rules. Unlike some people, the simulation will be run by the Mr. Handy janitorial staff. It is an experimental protocol, but you will find they are more than up to the task.
Okay, fine. I'll do this exam.
Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see fit. Your chief of security will fill you in on the details. Good luck.
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
Approach and identify yourself.
Looks like they were trying to beat the door open to escape. Several more skeletons right here. This is probably the Overseer's office. Want to take her telephone? Okay, security chief.
You the new overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow.
What's the situation?
There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of rads.
That sounds awful.
That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in there. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, people noticed that one of the doctor's assistants, Estella, was missing. Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye.
What do you think?
I don't know, Overseer. There's no proof the head engineer did anything nefarious. But there's no proof he didn't do it either. It'll be up to you to sort out this mess. Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Okay, I guess I'll try to get to the bottom of it.
I'll be here if you need me, Overseer.
So we want to talk to Head Engineer Brass and Dr. Loris. You must be Dr. Loris.
Ah, Overseer. I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly.
Let me hear your side of the story.
I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester.
So what are you suggesting I do?
Simple. You can then authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum.
I bet I could persuade him to come voluntarily.
An ideal solution, Overseer. I'd expect nothing less from you.
Well, let's talk to Brass and try to get his side of the story. Looked like he was downstairs. Head Engineer Brass.
Overseer, huh? We'll see.
Why don't you tell me what's going on in your words?
Don't care what security says. Dr. Loris had no right to quarantine the reactor. Leaving Kellerman to die? Murder. That's all there is to it. I want justice, Overseer.
You want me to arrest Loris?
No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do anything to him now, that split will turn violent. I want him exposed. Prove to everyone that he's the bad gear in this vault's engine.
What's your plan?
Loris put on a good show when he quarantined the reactor area. But what if more happened than folks remember? A few selective edits to the security recordings, and we can make sure everyone sees Loris for what he really is. Now, I can't just waltz into the security office, but you could, being the overseer and all.
I'll think about it.
Just bring the holotape of the recording. I can make the edits myself. And thank you, Overseer. You are doing the right thing.
Okay, so we could use our charisma check to persuade him to step down voluntarily. Or we could go get the security recording and doctor it to look like Loris is in the wrong. What I'd like to do, if we can, where'd Loris go? Here he is get into the reactor and check out the scene of the supposed crime. Can I get the key to the reactor area?
I'm afraid I can't really comply with that request, Overseer. The reactor is under quarantine. The radiation could kill you.
False alarm. Standing down.
You worry too much. Relax. I know what I'm doing. I've got a really spiffy camouflage hazmat suit.
Very well. As long as you take all the necessary precautions. Here.
Okay. So where do we enter the reactor at? Open door. Is it actually radioactive in here? Do I need my hazmat suit? A little bit. Not much, though. As long as you don't stand close to those things. So, what do we have here? Kellerman, which is the one that we knew died, and Estella, the doctor's assistant that went missing. Estella has a holotape. Let's listen to that.
This is Estella, Dr. Loris's assistant. I snuck into the reactor to help Kellerman, but there's not enough time. The reactor is going to go critical. I'm dosing Kellerman with enough right away so he can finish fixing it. But the radiation is going to get us. At least the vault will be safe.
Okay, it sounds like Estella and Kellerman together willingly sacrifice themselves to save the vault here. Why don't we present that information to the heads of their respective departments and see if that buys us any negotiating room. Security Chief Robinson, I've got a recording here you might find interesting. It might help us get this situation under control.
Do you have a question, Overseer?
I found Estella. She had this holotape on her.
You found her? Poor lass. I'm guessing she didn't make it. Let's take a listen then. So she wasn't murdered. She was trying to save Kellerman. Two of them ended up saving us all. This is big news, Overseer. We take this to Brass and Loris, it could end the infighting for good.
Round them up. Let's see if we can put this behind us.
At once, Overseer. Everyone gather in the common area. We have an important announcement from the Overseer.
What's this about, Robinson? I have charts to update.
Maybe the Overseers finally decided to throw your
These
murderous
guys put out a lot of
bastard
pollution.
in jail.
That's enough! The Overseer has discovered what happened to Estella. This holotape proves she went into the quarantined reactor area on her own. She and Kellerman saved the vault.
They work together? Medical and engineering?
Oh, we've been fools, Brass. Bickering like two old men while the young ran off to solve our problems. It should have been us.
I actually agree with you there.
So that's it then? No more arguing? You'll both work under the Overseer's authority?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Good job. That's a solution any overseer should be proud for getting to. Everyone learns we have to work together.
Okay, talk to Professor Bot. He was back upstairs. Professor Bot.
Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you.
We did what you asked. Now we need to access the restricted wing.
Yes, I suppose we had a deal. You are officially a graduate of Vault-Tec University.
Overseer, that's kind of rude.
Entitled to access to all areas. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance area. It conceals a secondary room that I believe will have what you are looking for.
It was almost good to see you again, Professor Bot.
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was. Congratulations on one of your residents passing the program. You must be proud.
Actually, I am. Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you.
Okay, back downstairs to the restricted wing.
Finding the restricted wing will be even better.
The restricted wing. There's a Mr. Gutsy around here somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, up there. There's another one. Oh, that's Ultron. Ooh, big mainframe room.
This has to be it. Let's see what they left behind.
Oh, well, I guess we're going to watch a slideshow.
Members of Congress and our armed services to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature lead-lined containment walls, airtight construction, fusion power generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
Okay, Overseer.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves.
It's a lot of security for us to get past.
Even getting into the vault at all is going to be a challenge, let alone dealing with that buffet line of intrusion countermeasures. But the reward? Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals?
We could establish a new currency and get trade going.
Exactly. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government.
But first we need to get inside.
We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. To see that gold as their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents.
Settlers know how to build things, maybe they can dismantle them too.
Do me a favor, talk to both of them. I doubt they'll work together, but we'll want all the options on the table.
Okay, I'll talk to them both. Okay. Ooh, I just got a really nice chainsaw. I guess I'm gonna have to start liking chainsaws.
That's funny.
Skull mask. The chainsaw, though, bloodied, 40% more power attack damage, which all chainsaw attacks are power attacks, and 25 less VATS cost.
Oh,
It's
cool.
like actually a god-rolled chainsaw.
Yeah.
Not for this character because I'm full health, but I'll have to shuffle that over to my melee character.
Yeah.
Okay, quick trip up to the crater. Let's talk to Meg about this. Hey, Meg.
Looks like your little inoculation worked like a charm. We've established your usefulness, but don't mistake our gratitude for hospitality. Yet here you are. That tells me you're not here just to waste my time. You want something. And it must be important, else you wouldn't be barging in here like you run the place. Out with it.
I'm not sure we should really be telling the raider leader about this. But anyway, you know the treasure people are talking about in Appalachia? It's real, and it's locked inside a vault.
Well, if that don't pique my interest, please go on. What exactly, pray tell, is inside this Vault 79?
It's the entire U.S. Treasury's supply of gold.
This is a fascinating turn of events, ain't it? The things I could buy with that gold. You know, I heard rumors about it round here. Of course, the last sucker who tried to use the location of the trove as a bargaining chip is still dangling from a wire outside as we speak. Liars get wires, you dig? So let's pretend for a moment I don't believe you. What you got to convince me?
The way I see it, you've got a supply shortage. The way I see it, you've got a supply shortage. Don't you think you can afford... The way I see it, you've got a supply shortage. Can you afford not to trust me on this?
You ain't wrong. Getting into one of them vaults sure would set us up for a while.
I dug up some schematics from VTU. Would it convince you if I showed them to you?
Shit. You know I could just kill you and take this, right? You got a lot to learn before you can roll with us, 7-6.
Yeah, that might not go as well for you as you think.
Ooh, I like the cut of your jib. Maybe there is hope for you. Toss it up on the board and let's see what you got here. You want something? You take
Okay,
it.
the board.
Only way to live.
There's our schematic.
Alright. Seems pretty legit. I assume you're coming to me because we got the skills to get into this here vault. But you know, we ain't gonna do this out of the goodness of our hearts, baby doll. Oh, no. I'm gonna expect a significant cut of the goods inside. So we're gonna have ourselves an agreement here, see? I supply the people power. You supply the location. We all get inside, we nab the goods, you get a nice fair little cut, and we all make out like bandits, you dig?
What else is your lazy ass gonna do around here anyway?
Liv, that's what.
Yeah, I guess that sounds good to me.
Peachy. So, first things first. We gotta have a plan to crack that big-ass vault door wide open, right? Easy peasy, light and breezy. That's a job for Lucky Lou, our demo expert. If he can't explode it, then it ain't from this earth. Now, Lou can be a real shut-in, on account of his, skin condition. But I trust him more than just about anybody. Why don't you go see him in his room down below? Introduce yourself. Fill him in on the plan, then do whatever prep work he needs you to do, you dig?
Always be upgrading. That's what Avery says. We ditched Margie for Meg and that old ski.
Okay, will do.
Right on, 7-6.
No kidding.
Do your thing.
They feel pretty
Just try to keep this on the down low, alright? I don't want the entire camp knowing what's going on yet. Only tell who I say to tell, you dig?
Lucky Lou? Goodbye note. Gone forever. Don't get nebby and come looking nebby? I ain't gonna be an eyesore around here no more. Already told Fisher he's got claim to all my stuff. The rest of you can fight over the scraps. Fisher, then. Fisher's terminal. I could hack into Fisher's terminal. Why don't we just talk to Fisher first?
Is it daytime? You're the new guy, aren't you? I seen you talking with Meg and poking around. What brings you to me?
I found a note from Lou that says he took off. He mentioned you in it. What do you know about that?
Lou, huh? I didn't know he was gone. Maybe he was just tired of being cooped up in that hole of his and went for some fresh air?
You're hiding something, Fisher. You can trust me to keep it on the DL. Just tell me what you know.
Okay. You got me. I confess. I intentionally misled you. But it's not what you think. I had to do it. I promised Lou I would try to throw people off his trail if they came looking for him. I was hoping he'd come to his senses, return by now. This wouldn't be necessary. Truth is, I'm worried. When he left, he was more glum than usual. Like something was weighing heavy on his mind.
He didn't tell you why he left?
Not really. But there was something he said before he ran off that had me concerned. I was busy working and only half listening. But I think he said something about feeling like a burden. He's never been a burden on anyone. He gives to himself and does more than his fair share of work.
You have any idea where he might have went?
Not exactly. But I did send out a friend of mine to go find him, just before you showed up. She's a tracker. Best I've ever known. Unfortunately, she hasn't come back yet. Might be she's having trouble getting Lou to see eye to eye. My friend's not the best conversationalist, and Lou's stubborn. Maybe you can go and mediate. Talk some sense into old Lou.
Sure, but that still doesn't tell me where I need to go.
Oh, right. Pardon me. Since my tracker buddy went off alone, I rigged up a tracking beacon I could use to find her. Just in case she ran into trouble and, wasn't able to make it back. I don't think that's the case here, but fair warning, this might lead you to a dead end. In which case, I'm sorry. You can use your Pip-Boy to track the beacon's radio signal. The closer you are, the more it will ping. It should get you to where you need to be.
Alright, I'll see if I can find him.
Good luck. And, I hope Lou's okay when you find him.
But first, why don't we make a quick stop over at Rad Rumble, since it just popped up. I do still need legendary cores. I'm still being bottlenecked on cores as far as legendary crafting goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. That's 3 tunnels down. Somebody's already turned in reward level 2. That might be enough. I'm going to turn in and see if we're there. Reward level 4. A little laggy here. Nope. Reload. And there we go. Perfect event completion. Okay, with that sidetrack out of the way, we've made our way up to the Toxic Valley. This is the closest fast travel point I had to our search zone here, so let's start walking that way. Just crossing into the zone now. So let's tune to... What is it? What do we need? Favorite radio? Fisher's tracking beacon. And now as we walk closer, the beeps will increase in pitch and frequency. While we're passing through here, by the way. Here's a hazmat suit, damaged. Here's an alien blaster, if you ever want yourself an alien blaster, and a rusted key. Moving on. I'll take a wild guess and say that this undiscovered cave location is where we're going. Seems like a good bet, eh? Let's head inside. Hey there, buddy. Are you who we're looking for? Weasel? You have a bomb collar on your neck?
I was not expecting anyone.
Fisher sent me. Are you his tracker friend?
Yes, I am Weasel.
We need to find Lou. Any idea?
Lou is deep inside the mine, but he does not want to be found, and it is dangerous to go alone. We can find him together. You lead. I will follow.
Okie doke.
I ain't interested in whatever you got. I ain't got nothing of value, so piss off. This better be good.
Are you Lou?
Yeah, it's me. What's up with you? Yins don't sound familiar.
You don't know me? You don't know me, but I'm here on behalf of Fisher.
Fisher? Why that? I told him I didn't want nobody coming for me. What's anyone doing coming for me anyway?
Well, to be honest, we need you for a job.
Nah, I'm retired. I just decided it. Yins can take your job, turn it sideways, and put it where the sun don't shine. I ain't interested.
Can we talk about this face to face, Lou?
Now listen up. I don't want to talk, because I don't want yins hurt. I rigged this place to blow, and you being here has put a royal wrench in my plans. Nah, you can try to get here to me before I get this son of a bitch detonator working, or you can kindly screw off and get out alive. I don't recommend anything in between. Now, if you excuse me, I'm busy.
Okay, I guess we need to... Okay, I guess we need to find our way to Lou before he blows this place up. What the heck is this little room here? That looks like something that needs to be blown up, if you ask me.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
It looks like there is a way through. We could exclaim, expose, destroy it with Big Boom and go to the other side.
Okay, sure, let's try that.
I have done this kind of work with Lou before. Stand back. I will set up the Big Boom.
Is this far enough? I feel like it's still sort of dangerously close, but I want to look. All right, nice job, Weasel. Let's head in. Cave crickets.
It looks like a machine to kill himself. It looks like it did not work.
Just a bucket of shotguns here. Sure, I guess. Loose log, turret repair. Oh, hello. I'm sure we could just fight you. But loose log there, it sort of suggested that there's an alternate solution here, and maybe I wanna give that a try. You're a little scary, buddy. Red button. Red button. Does that not work? I expected the turrets to start shooting. There they go. Oh, of course they would shoot at me too. Guys? Oh, I guess they're dead. You seem to be on good terms with the fog crawler. Okay. Open door. More crickets. Okay, I guess we'll push the button. This looks like it's not going to be great, eh? Yeah, this is not great. A bunch of spike boards coming down on us. How do we get out of here? Oh. Oh my god, that's a long fall. Into water? Now what? Frog, you're cool, buddy. I'll leave you alone. Oh, you're not cool, buddy. Ah, ambush. Did you play Fallout 3? Do you remember albino rad scorpions in Fallout 3? They were ludicrously powerful. Is this another explodey bit? Oh, scared me.
There is another weak wall here. We'll try to get through it with a big boom again. Do not stand near the big boom when it goes off.
Is this a safe place? You're the one who's setting us up. Tell me where the safe place is.
There we go. We should hurry.
Hey! Lou, I found you. Talk to me, Lou.
Ah! What the? Where the hell did you come from, you sneaky jagger? You gone through all the trouble not to get here. Lord, after stopping an old man from off himself. What do you want?
Off yourself? You're trying to kill yourself?
That's what I said. Did I stutter? In case it ain't obvious, I'm one of them rad-soaked ghouls. Been that way going on 25 years. Ain't no way to live. Killing myself's the only way to keep people safe. Of course, that's harder than you'd think.
How's killing yourself gonna keep other people safe?
You see them fears, right? Only a matter of time before I'm one of them. I don't want to kill nobody who ain't got a good reason to be killed. It's bad enough I look like a monster. It's a whole nother thing to kill just 'cause something moved.
But aren't you working with the Raiders?
That's different. We don't kill nobody for no reason. We offer mercy. We let people join up. We ain't as bad as you think. We give them a choice. And we only kill if we need to. It's about survival. Not killing because we feel like it.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself, buddy.
It ain't the kind of life I'd wish on nobody.
Any way I can change your mind here?
Says you. Yins ain't chock full of radiation. Still got skin in the right places. No worries about losing what makes you human. Not being able to stop yourself from killing those that matter to you. That's why this is the only way. Besides, I'm old. I was old when I came down with this. I ain't showing any signs of slowing down now. I'm real tired of this. It's too much. I'm done.
But you're not a feral. You're not mindless. We're having a conversation right now.
Not yet. How do you think those ferals get that way? All I know is I can't be around people when that happens. Best to seal myself away.
You're just assuming you're gonna change. You don't know. What if you don't?
I only run across a few others like me. They were all worried about the same. What if? No one's got any idea. Ain't exactly a doctor around who knows how this all works. So yeah, maybe I'm fine. Maybe I'll live another 100 years and not nothing goes sideways. But you seen all them fears out there. Way more of them than there is like us. I don't want to take no chances. This unnatural walking corpse of a body. It ain't no way to live. Say I go back with the insta hell. What happens if I change for the worse and end up killing others? And what happens if people have trouble putting me down? So I end up killing them all. What then?
I mean, that's a possibility, but we can deal with it if it comes up.
Yeah? You gonna put your money where your mouth is? If I do this job for you, you gotta help me off myself after it's done. It's gotta be you. I don't want nobody else knowing about this.
Buddy, I've put so much buckshot through people's heads, you're just a drop in the bucket.
Then you've got a deal. I'll be counting on you. Remember, not a word to the others about what I was out here doing or why. Not even Fisher. Don't want him thinking less of me. And I don't want to cause any fright. Nah. Let's hear about this job.
I hear you have demolition skills, and I need them to break into a vault.
Yins want to blast our way into a vault? Sounds crazy, but I can do it. I'm in. You go on ahead back to Crater. I gotta get things in order around here, so nothing happens to it while I'm gone. Meet you there.
Sure thing, Lou.
Don't bug me, you Ned-Nose.
But before we head back to Crater, why don't we do the other side of this equation? Because we also want to go talk to Paige about Vault 79. So let's head down the Foundation. Hey, Jet.
The Vault Dweller from 76. What is it?
Let's say I wanted to hire you to break into a vault. Is that something you could do?
We're usually in the build, not break business. But sometimes you gotta demolish an old space, so... maybe. Why? Which vault are you talking about?
Vault 79. Take a look at these blueprints.
Huh. Oh, I see. Interesting. Client was obviously paranoid about security. Lasers, turrets, super thick walls. This is about that treasure, isn't it? So it's not bull after all. It's in this vault, and you want us to help you get it.
It's not just the treasure. We want to actually use it to build a whole new currency.
You got some grand scheme to reignite the basis of capital, and all that other money talk the lobbyists on the Hill would always yammer about. That's all well and good, but my concern is how that gold can help us right here, right now. How it can help the people of Foundation. Look, let's say I believe you. A structure like this, you need some serious equipment to do any demo work.
And if I get you that equipment, would you be on board?
Yeah, well, I mean, we could start thinking about the rest of this nonsense. Laser tripwires? How the hell are we gonna handle that? Oh well, one thing at a time. You get us a big enough drill, we can find the right spot to hit. Every structure's got its weak point.
Okay, so where could I find a drill that big?
Well, hand drills ain't gonna cut it, I can tell you that right now. We need something industrial level. Appalachia's mining country, right? We need something like that. Breach through miles of hard rock in a minute. Maybe check a few of the drilling equipment companies. See if they left anything behind.
Exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay then, with that taken care of, we now have 2 paths we can go down. We could continue working with Foundation, which means heading to Hornwright Industrial HQ and seeing if we can figure out where we can get a hold of an industrial drill. Or we can continue working with the Raiders at Crater. I think we'll check out our options on those 2 paths next time. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.